You need to move on. It's something I've heard for the past few years. And I know I never really understood it. Like, what does that even mean? You need to move on. Needing to move on just consists of, it's usually just relationships. It could be your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family. It could be anything. Uh, Moving on is such a weird thing to really grasp because that person could be your identity. That person could be someone that really makes who you are. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It means that person's special. But it's one of the hardest things that a lot of people have to overcome because it can have such an emotional strain or mental strain on yourself. Like, what do you do? How do you just give up on someone? Or how do you how do you react to someone that just moves on from you and doesn't really, give an explanation of why they just left you so abruptly? And it feels like you're letting go a version of yourself, and that has like a heavy weight onto yourself. You're not only saying like goodbye to them necessarily, you're also saying goodbye to like a part of yourself because that's what they had a really big impact on your life. But you have to accept it. I've had a really good friend of mine, from elementary to the middle of high school, where if like my idea was that if I showed care to whoever it may be, if I put in the effort, they will put the effort back into me. There will be a proper, I guess, emotion being reciprocated by them also. If I gave them more love, more patience, if I forgave them more, I thought people would just, stay. I didn't think they would just go. And I would think it's maybe a maturity issue. Maybe I, I'm not. Maybe I'm holding them back. Maybe I'm not really what they were really looking for in a person. And I might have been maybe a little too slow to understanding their actual thoughts or all the signals they might give, like indirectly. Because no one's just gonna tell you that you're just, oh, I don't like you because X or X thing. Like they don't want you to feel bad. I never really understood that. I would always be the one that kept pushing. I love talking. I love making conversations out of anything. Uh, so to me, it was just I never would really understand why they would just leave. Now my best friend, or my old best friend, he just randomly just stopped talking, or he would move on to other friend groups. But I always wanted to be with him. We've always had like a great time together playing games or hanging out, but never really gave me an explanation why. He never really gave me an explanation why he just doesn't want to talk anymore, or why we can't make time, or why he can't really make time for me when I want to hang out. But I always have the opportunity, and I will make myself free for him. And that's an important lesson in life. That people will always change. And people will always grow. And you can't keep holding on to those memories. But you need those memories to help you, to move you forward, to change you into a better person. And that's like such a beautiful thing about life. It's that people could, you could be the best person they've ever met, and they might just not see you as, that guy. I don't think it's about being nice anymore. It's about, do you relate with that person on a more deeper level? And if that's not really what's happening, then it's never gonna work out. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship you guys, or you and her, or even you and him might be having. But I think it's important to understand that don't bring yourself down because of how other people may treat you. I have no idea why I made those sticks. It doesn't make them a villain. It doesn't make them a bad person if they don't communicate themselves properly. And if they don't show the same amount of energy or have the same amount of energy as you do. People grow much faster than you might. Maybe it takes you more time to really grasp that idea. And that's fine. Not everyone will be your best friend. Even if you really want them to be. There's so much to having a great bond with someone or having a great relationship. It's kind of really identifies yourself, and you want to keep those memories intact because they were so good. They built you as a person. You could even see it as like that. Even the long conversations, the deep conversations you guys would have with one another, it would just be character development at that point, but it would make you happy with whatever that's going on in your life. But the biggest part with especially me and I guess a lot of other people I've talked with this with is that we cling on to those memories too tightly. And they keep replaying in our heads. They keep staying stuck. They don't go away. And for the last 2 years, I haven't moved on from it. Like, even though I feel the distance, I feel the silence. I understand that, yes, this person does not want me to message them anymore. Like, try to be around them anymore. I would want to force a conversation because of the nostalgia that I might have had with them. And I guess keeping that nostalgia is good. It might hurt you. And it could maybe feel like you ripped a part out of yourself. And even like myself, where I would always force conversation, trying to reach out, trying to maybe relive the past. I would try to miss the comfort of, just having the conversations like we used to. And that's just a normal human, a normal human thing. You want the good moments to stay forever. You don't want to be in a area of like uncomfortability, or I'm not really finding the word to really say it, but eventually that weight will lift off of you, and you will eventually kind of understand that you don't want to worry about it too much. All these moments will eventually make you want to, you'll grow from it. And that's the end goal at the end of the day. You want to grow, you want to become a better person. And it really isn't about holding on to, life isn't really about just holding on to those memories. It's about change. That's the most beautiful thing. Eventually you'll find the right person, and that person will change your life completely. Whoever it might be, girl or guy, it doesn't matter. It's a really beautiful thing. I absolutely came to that realization now at 19 years old. I have time to move on. There's just no point of overthinking all these things. It's just useless. I should definitely keep the memories to myself. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's about I don't want all those random moments to bring me down. And I think that's the greatest part about life. I need a shovel, bro. But I think it creates a new chapter in your life. And especially I feel like I'm in that one right now. And it's kind of like a doorway, a new opening. And I feel like the next chapter might be, could be your greatest chapter. It could be similar to the one you're in right now. But you always know you're improving in every stage of life. Every year, you're understanding the mistakes or whatever it might be. What's the greatest thing is you want to learn from it. And learning from it is really all that matters. But I think that's going to be it for my video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.